England secured a dramatic victory over Wales in a tense Six Nations clash at Twickenham on Saturday. Steve Borthwick's side triumphed 16-14 after coming from behind, with George Ford playing a key part. However, they had to face significant adversity after being reduced to 13 men early in the game after Ollie Chesham and Ethan Roots were both sin-binned. The result means England have 2 wins from 2 in this year's Six Nations after they followed up last weekend's 27-24 victory in Italy. Mail Sports' Chris Foy was at Twickenham and looks at some things you might have missed from Saturday's match. No real change to Twickenham matchday experience. England's desire to transform Twickenham may be a slow process, judging by the early evidence. The home team are determined to make their towering home a more forbidding place for visitors, but it didn't seem to faze the Welsh too much. Many of the changes to the match-day experience must be hidden out of sight because it all felt quite familiar. Granted, England's players and staff walked a bit further through the West car park to provide more close-up engagement with their supporters, but other than that, very little seemed to be noticeably different. As ever, there was plenty of branding, soundtracks and slogans. There were bursts of extreme noise from the stands during high points or dramas in the closely fought contest, but otherwise there was a typical atmosphere and no signs of the English crowd suddenly becoming rabidly partisan. Some alterations have been behind the scenes, in the changing room, but the public face of Twickenham was much as it has always been. Henry Arundel can rest easy. Exiled England wing Henry Arundel was on corporate duty at Twickenham on Saturday. The Racing 92 flyer, who is unavailable for test selection, having signed for another 2 years in Paris, has been making his mark in the top 14 since being part of the Red Rose squad at the World Cup. When the home side were carving up the Welsh defence in the opening stages of this match, Arundel may have had pangs of regret about what he was missing, but as the game unfolded he will have remembered what it was like to chase kicks, make tackles and wait in vain for space to run.